Hello, you guys. This is not Tea Time with Diva and Tea Daddy today. Today, I'm actually going to be talking about my cosmetology practical because everybody is so nervous. I know I was super duper nervous before I went. So nervous, and every time somebody go, they never tell you everything that happened. They never give you the full deets. So I'm here today. Have no fear. Diva is here. Okay, so when I first went in, first of all, I'm in Houston, Texas, and I actually went to, where did I go? I went to San Antonio. I don't know why my shirt keep popping up, but I went to San Antonio because I had to take the test before the test changed September 1st. So I took it August 30th. So when I went in, of course, you have to have your ID. You also have to take a picture. And they put the picture on your little grade paper or whatever. So the test is actually 3 hours and 20 minutes. And it's 142 points. So you have 42 points to lose. So basically, I know this new test, they are taking out the manicure and exchanging it for the acrylic nail, and they're taking out the chemicals. So I'm not going to go over the chemicals or the manicure. So basically, you can wear what you want here in Texas. I know in some other states you can't wear what you want, but here in Texas you can wear what you want. When you go in, you waiting on everybody to come in. They give you a number, and it's going to be the number to your station. They're going to give your model a number and a number to their station. They're going to be sitting at the manicure table. It's going to be different now. Yeah, I know. So since the manicure is out, I know you were supposed to bring a model for the nails to be done. So that's out. So you're going to have a little eyeshadow, little lipstick on for your model, so that you can do your facial. So they're going to show you at the beginning how to bring the table down for your model to lay down on the table, and they're going to show you how to bring it back up. I had trouble with mine a little bit. It seemed like I was the last one getting it up. I was the last one getting it down, but I got it down because they can't help you if you can't get it. So you need to get it. You need to watch them, and then they're going to let you try it after they show you how to do it. So then once she read the instructions, she don't go into details, and if you ask, she's gonna say, well, we can't tell you, just do what you think is right. So when I was there, everybody was doing different stuff because of course we came from different schools, and every school don't know what they're talking about. So you just gonna do you while you there and hope it's right. So also, other people had their little tripods with their mannequins on it, so you could bring those. It was much easier when they did the shampoo, even though the shampoo was only like 1 point. I don't know if they're going to change it with the new test, but with the old test, it was 1 point. And it was much easier because they can just put the tripod over, you know, the mannequin is not falling all in the pool. Because my head fell in the in the sink, but I don't think they counted out for that because it was on 1 point. And I still got that 1 point, so they really not, maybe they do care. Let me say they don't care. But it was the last test at the end of the month, so they probably was like, let's get them out. But I've heard previously that my friends stated that, you know, it was pretty easy. Everybody's like, oh, they're so strict here, but they're not. And also, let's see, at the beginning of the whole test, they tell you to set up. This is where you're going to set up. I had most of everyone say you're supposed to bring this book and have it set up on your station, as well as your Ziploc bag, the blood exposure bag. You're supposed to have that as well. Once you set that up, we were supposed to pull out our manicure bag too, so I'm pretty sure they're going to replace it with the acrylic. And you're going to pull both bags out. They're going to come around and they're going to check the bags. And once you start, let's see, most likely manicure was first. So when we started again, it was the facial. It was the facial. So the facial may be the first thing this time. I'm unsure. So Let me just go over a couple things. And if you do happen to have this book, mine is a little dirty, it's a little old. The PSI book, it gives you the steps to everything. Everything. I mean, everything. So they should be coming out with some new ones. So let's just not be nervous. Don't be nervous about this. You've already passed your written. The written was easy. It was common sense. Some of the questions, because some of the questions I never seen before, but they give you 10 extra questions so that you can pass. So let's see if I can get to the right page. Yeah, so the setting up was the first one, and then the manicure was the second, which is out in acrylic now. And then it's the facial service. Then they give you 15 minutes to set up. And with the facial service, it was pretty easy as well. Just make sure, I don't even think they checked their face afterwards. They were just watching you, making sure you do the effleurage to potent, pasturage, I believe, those three. Yeah, and you know, the facial is pretty easy. And then once they are out, they get their things out of your bag and they go on, and they have to leave. They can't sit and wait. And then the chemical services were next, and they are out. So we actually went on to the hair shaping service, the haircut. And keep in mind, you have to use the neck strip. Make sure you get your neck strip. And with the haircut, I'm telling you, I am not the best cutter. I need to learn how to cut. But you have to make sure it's 40 minutes. They count down the time and tell you how much time you have left. But you have to make sure you are finished with everything. And I have the little small dustpan and the little duster with it to clean up the hair, because they do have dustpan and broom, but other people are using it, so they're slowing up your process. So make sure you get one of those small ones. You could get a lot of things that you need for your bags at the 99-cent store, at the dollar store, any dollar store. But I know the cotton, the long cotton that you're gonna need, well, you don't need the long cotton, so let's not get into that because that's out. But anyways, you could get all of that from the dollar store. And let me see. Just make sure you sweep up everything before the 40 minutes is over, and you have everything cleaned up before they come and check your haircut. And make sure you leave the comb on your station, because they have to use the comb to check your haircut. And if you don't have a comb, then they can't check your haircut. And also remember to keep extra combs inside of your setup bag, the first setup bag or whatever, so that if you drop anything, you can replace it. And also, I see a lot of people saying that you're not supposed to pick up the combs. I dropped one comb. I picked it up, sanitized it, put it in the trash, sanitized my hands. I don't know. I wish I had my paper so I can advise y'all of the points, but I wasn't sure because I think it's going to change. But I'm going to come back with an update because I have a friend that's going to go take the test next. So I'm going to do an update with her. But make sure you finish everything, because I only had like 1 or 2 points taken off from my haircut, and I know my haircut was a mess, because I was like, okay, long as I get from the back to the top, I clean this up, I'm a pass. So just make sure you have everything done, even if it's a little uneven, because I know my shit is fucked up. But anyways, the blow drying and thermal curling, make sure you keep that paper out, because if they don't see the paper out, then they're going to count you off for that, because you didn't test the thermal curler to make sure it was warm enough or not too hot to put on the hair. The blow drying and the thermal, pretty easy. And make sure you're not going to clean your mirror until the end. The end is when you're going to clean the mirror. You're going to clean up everything. Make sure you put everything up, then clean that mirror. You have to clean the mirror or they will count off. And also, sanitation is the key. Sanitation is the key. If you touch your trash bag, you're gonna sanitize. If you touch anything that you know you need to sanitize for, please sanitize, because they will count off. And they have a little hook on the station at the bottom, so you can put that trash can, the real big bag that you carry, that is the bag that you're gonna use for the trash. Which was pretty odd, because they really don't give you details on being right. Either you go with how your school taught you, and every school teaches you different, because I know at some schools they stated that when you put the clip on the hair, it can't be flying around, and some schools was like, oh, it's fine, they're not going to count off for that, but it has to be neat. You can't have it hanging out when you put the clip into the 4 sections. Like, it has to be inside the clip. It has to be. So then, after you finish everything, you can sit down and wait for everybody to finish. I sat down every time I finished, and then they would check my stuff. Cleaning up after everything, I did not clean up after the haircut, and I still didn't get a lot taken off. But I know some people left their capes on for, which one was it? They left the capes on. That's what I did. Before you do the shampoo, they left the capes on to go to the shampoo and wash the hair, because then I had to hurry up, because I took everything off and cleaned it, and I had to, after they said start, I have to put everything back on and then start, and everybody else was starting. So yeah, after you do, and before the shampoo, make sure you keep the cape and everything going, because I guess it's just much quicker. But in our bags, they do say put that stuff in there. And with the bags, just to keep in mind, with the facial, just make sure you do your 3 techniques. Make sure you have your tweezers to take the swabs out, the circle swabs to wipe the face, the cotton. Make sure you have that. Make sure you have your toner, your massage lotion, your cleanser lotion, your 2 towels, and 2 hair clips, and your cape. I really didn't know why you needed 2 hair clips, because I didn't use them, but oh yeah, and your headband, because you're gonna use a headband up, as well as a shower cap, because I wasn't sure of the shower cap, but somebody told me before I went, so I made sure it was in my bag. So make sure you put the shower cap on. Also, with the perm bag, you got your 8 rollers, your cape, 2 rat tail combs, 4 clips, your gloves, your bottle of water. Make sure you put water in there before. They did tell us when we got there if we needed any water or anything, to put anything we could, but I just come prepared, because some people are different. Some states are different. And also, let's see. Oh yeah, you do need the long cotton for the perm bag. So make sure you get your long cotton. I actually got mine from Sally's. It's a big box of cotton, long cotton, and it was less than $5, I know. In your blow dry bag, you're gonna have your brush, your it say one, but you're gonna have 2 rat tail combs just in case you drop one, your 4 clips, the Marcel, the blow dryer, your round brush, and your end papers. Remember, your end papers are for your Marcel. Also, I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving nothing out, because I was just so nervous. But once you get in there and you start doing it, you be like, oh, it felt like when you're practicing in class. So just don't be nervous, just playing like you at school practicing. And the shampoo bag, you got your trash bag, your napkins, your 1 basket, your shampoo, conditioner, your EPA, your hand sanitizer, your comb, because you have to make sure you detangle the hair. Make sure you detangle the hair when you do the conditioner, and your 2 towels. For the haircut, don't forget, you still got your cape, your 2 towels. Well, no, you don't need 2 towels. I don't know why that's there, because you're just using the strip. And then you have the blade, and you're cutting around the perimeter. Remember, I've seen people do it differently, but everybody I saw, they were cutting around the perimeter, and they said you can't look at nobody else, but you have mirrors, so you just happen to see. 2 combs, 4 hair clips, and then you have your curl demo. Make sure you have your gel because you're going to do your finger waves, your cape, your 2 red cell combs, 4 clips, and then you have your single and your double clips for your roller and then your pin curl. So just keep that in mind. It's really easy breezy. Long as your bag is good, everything should be fine. Make sure you leave nothing out of the bag because you would hate to be there and you'll be like, oh, I forgot to put this in the bag. Just make sure everything is prepared, everything is clean, your towels are clean. Because one girl, she actually asked the instructor to repeat the instructions. They do not repeat the instructions. She asked if everybody was good, that she need to go back over it again. Nobody said anything, and when we were about to start, she asked to repeat it. So just make sure you're listening, pay attention, and everything will be fine. And I know you all probably hear this in the background. They're cutting or whatever over there. But I just wanted to go ahead and get this out to you all because it's easy. Go ahead and take your written and take your practical, and boom, you got your license. I got my license in less than a week. I really thought that the picture was going to be on there, but you know when you go to get your nails done, they always have that picture that they place on there, so you have to get a picture to place on there, unless mine's just didn't fit. I don't know. But thank you all for watching it. Like and subscribe. Remember, I'm going to do an update on the new one because I have a friend that's going to come, and she's going to come and tell you guys about the new one. Thank you guys. Diva.